part of this show. It's going to be great. So right now we're going to turn up all the information that you need to know. And if you want to go to radio, you can. If you want to go to our live feed, you can. You can go check it out thoroughly from all over the planet, no matter where you're at. You can hear us live. Check it out. So we'll introduce everybody while we start this show. Welcome to the show from KUHS Radio TV Denver. And Operation Freebird is going to come out and November 22nd. And they're all here to talk about it thoroughly, about what's going on. And let's see what's going on with you first.
Well, thank you so much for having us. My name's Nicole Narvarud. I'm with the Adams County Sheriff's Office, and my role is the Community Relations Manager. So I serve the people of Adams County, and I help to create that bridge between the community and the Sheriff's Office. A big portion of what I do is to host events or get our agency to take part in various different community events. One of them being Operation Freebird. It's one of our biggest events. We have about 5 each year, various different events that we host throughout the community. And this is a big one that we have coming up in November. And that's where we give away turkey vouchers. This year we're giving away about 1,000 of them. And then we also partner with Food Bank of the Rockies to put together food boxes that we then give out also. So this year I think the plan is to give a little over 1,300 food boxes out. So we're really excited. That's an increase from last year. So that's me.
Then we're going to introduce our other gentleman behind us and tell us about yourself.
So I'm Commander Adam Sherman. I've been with the Sheriff's Office going on my 17th year now. And the past 5 years I've been heading up the project of Operation Freebird. And we're in transition period, just expanding, and but this is such a meaningful event to be able to provide to those in need in the holiday season. So it's super important for us as an agency, and it's just something that we love to do, to give back to those in our service area and in the greater Denver metro area.
Keep going.
That's just me.
That's it. He's not going to give us no more.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, and it's just important for us, and especially from a public safety standpoint, for people to not only see us like when we're arriving in a case of emergency or maybe something negative that's going on, but also see us in a positive light where we're actually partnering with businesses in the community, with the people who live and work in our service area and beyond. So it's a way for us just throughout our agency for people to have an opportunity to be a part of that, whether it's volunteering, whether that's getting their family and friends involved who might be able to donate or participate in some manner, but also too, we incorporate so many different services from the Front Range area, especially through our Adams County government partners, be able to just have so many resources on site. So it's an amazing event that I've been very happy and proud to be part of the last 5 years.
And we're going to go over here to America and talk to her. She's going to translate some of this. And we've practiced this before of how much she can memorize and translate. And she says, man, that's a lot to translate. Hold on. But she can do it now. Watch. She's going to translate what she just heard from you, both of you, if you could remember everything.
Nicole?
Yes.
Sí, at least I remember the name. Nicole and Adam son parte del condado del Adams y van a estar regalando vouchers, cupones para poder recibir pavos el 22 de noviembre aquí en Adams County. Son parte del condado de Adams County y como Adam dijo, quieren ser parte no nomás de las cosas negativas o cuando ustedes llaman al condado por emergencia, sino quieren ser un impacto positivo en la comunidad. Ya tienen muchos años trabajando en la comunidad y están haciendo el programa de hoy para avisarles y dejarles saber qué es lo que hacen ellos en el condado de Adams County. En un resumen. Is that good enough, Henry, for you?
Yes, that was absolutely great.
You got it. Yeah.
That was great.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Turn it off. So we're going to go back to Nicole here and talk some more about the Freebird setup that you guys got going on. So, this is something that's big that you guys done for a lot of many years, and I'm not sure if you've been with them ever since, all 22 years. If you had, my God, this is really good because I hear a lot of people talk about it. And so you were talking about how many people show up to this event.
Yeah, it's grown. So I believe the first year was in 2003. I can't take any credit for this. I've only been with the Sheriff's Office for a year, a little over a year. Commander Sherman now, he has been a major part of developing Operation Freebird and what it is today and what it has become. Last year, I think we saw over 2,000 families. We weren't able to provide everybody with a turkey voucher or with a food box. We did have to turn away some people. So this year we're trying to plan for those numbers. One of the things that we do have to do is obviously raise money. So to pull off an event like this in order to give away 1,000 turkey vouchers and the food boxes, we have to raise over $30,000. So that's been a major lift because we have to buy all of that product.
So let's just give a little reach out to all the people who are listening to us. If you could just donate where?
I think the best thing to do is you can check out our Facebook page or Instagram. We have our PayPal link to donate there. The other option would be to mail in a check. If you're local and you want to drop off cash to our headquarters in Brighton, that works also. PayPal is probably going to be the easiest. All donations are tax deductible, so we are a 501c3 where we collect those donations too. And so we're about, I think at our last count, we're about $3,000 away from meeting our goal. So the hope is that maybe we could raise a little bit more than that, and then that way we can buy some more turkey vouchers, maybe get some more boxes.
Because we anticipate, and we talked about this earlier before we came on live, that you expect a lot of people because of what's going on with SNAP and the food programs that have been halted due to this government shutdown. So, you know, you want to make your donation, just do it. And so don't forget to go to their Facebook pages or their Instagram pages and actually contact the, Adams County Sheriff's Department if you want to donate. So feel free to donate. Everybody's chipping in. Nowadays, everybody's feeling good, like let's all help out, because if you don't, everybody's going to go hungry, and you don't want to go hungry.
Yeah.
And so we've got somebody else back here that we haven't introduced, have we?
Let me translate before.
Oh yeah, well hold on.
And I'm gonna forget everything.
She's got so much
yes.
to say.
I gotta summarize all this. Nicole está diciendo que para poder ellos donar 1,000 vouchers para poder dar pagos y comidas, están recaudando aproximadamente $30,000. Esa es la meta. Ahorita les faltan $3,000 para la meta, y el año pasado les llegaron 2,000 personas y desafortunadamente no les pudieron ayudar a todas las 2,000 personas por falta de recursos, y esta vez esperan poder ayudarle a 1,000 personas. So, oh my God, sí. So, si quieren donar, pueden encontrar el PayPal link en su página web o en Facebook o en Instagram de Adams County. También dice que pueden llevar efectivo a su ubicación en Brighton, y que también son una fundación sin fines de lucro, o se les dará crédito como una donación.
That was well done.
Yeah.
I couldn't do
job,
it
Max.
myself.
Good memory, I guess.
Now we got him.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to put him on since he first got here. So let's put him on the spot, because go ahead and introduce yourself. You came in here with a big smile. It seemed like you got to be part of this.
That's right. So I'm Sergeant Shay Haney. I'm the Adams County's Public Information Officer. Been in that role for just over a month. I took it from him, actually, when he got promoted. So I'm new to the Operation Freebird, kind of behind the scenes. I've been with the Sheriff's Office now for about 17 years. Went to the Academy with him, actually, as well. And so excited to be a part of the process. I know it's been a big event for the Sheriff's Office in general for a long time. 22 years, I believe?
Yeah, 22 years.
And so it started way back when, prior to obviously us coming with the Sheriff's Office, but it's definitely grown since then, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
Now what's really interesting is the Sheriff's Department gets involved now as it gets bigger and bigger. You have all these other, and I took a look at the tents that you have. You offer a lot of things.
Yes.
So let's go over some of the things that also come with getting your bird and your box of food. What else do we have?
Can I introduce him though first?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what makes it for a good show.
She's fighting to get in there.
No, I'm just saying, you want me to translate here, you gotta give me a chance.
Yes.
Shay?
Yeah.
Nos acompaña Shay, Sergeant,
Yeah.
Sargento, y le acaba de tomar la posición al comandante Adam, lo acaba de reemplazar hace un mes, Y how long have you been with the force, did you say?
17 years.
Tiene 17 años con la fuerza de Adams County y la operación Freebird tiene 22 años. So, está muy contento de ser parte de esta operación y poder ayudar a la comunidad. Henry,
I
yours?
like that, yes.
Well, and Henry, I don't know if, would it be helpful just to kind of go through just the evolution of the program?
And that's what I was gonna do.
Perfect.
We were gonna go start talking about that and how it all started. 22 years ago, somebody started it. Somebody come up with the brainstorming, the brainchild of doing this. Maybe go over that for us and start how it,
Commander.
how it come out.
So yeah, and leading into the 2003, the first annual event, there was just an obvious need in the direct neighborhood of where the first handful of events were hosted. So for those of you familiar with the North Denver area, about 64th and Federal, lovingly referred to as like the Goat Hill area, there was just a lot of families that seemed to be in need, and as the sheriff's office, there a few ideas came about just how to provide anything to these families. So they came up with the idea for Operation Freebird, and the first event was held at Rocky's Auto, and it was there for many years. And traditionally, 400 to 500 people would show up, and they're all just from pretty much that immediate area. And so even with that first start, deputies had to go out and just essentially source and get donations for everything that we handed out. So luckily now we have a great partnership with Food Bank of the Rockies, but back then they were going to individual grocery stores, markets, individual businesses, and just getting what they could together to put together to provide some items to families. So just from that infancy stage to where we are now, it's night and day, and there's it's really grown. We've had to change locations a few times just to be able to accommodate all the resources and people that attend and participate in the event.
Thank you. El comandante Adam nos resume la historia de cómo empezó este proyecto hace 22 años. Su ubicación era más por la 64 la Federal, el norte de Denver, y se ubicaba en el área de Rocky's Auto cuando existía. De hecho, sí me acuerdo de eso cuando salía en la tele yo, cuando era una niña. Y está hablando de que han tenido que cambiar ya diferentes ubicaciones para poder acomodar a todas las personas que llegan. Antes eran muchas personas de la misma ubicación que recibían apoyo, y antes, no sé cómo decir, deputies ahorita, los policías tenían que salir a pedir donaciones a tiendas, a negocios alrededor, y ahorita ya tienen una sociedad con el Food Bank de los Rockies que les ayudan para poder hacer este evento. Pero antes era mucho ir a tocar puertas y pedir ayuda, ¿no? Y aún al día de hoy vienen a pedir ayuda y a pedir donaciones para poder poner este evento.
Ooh, that's like I said, I couldn't do that.
She nailed it.
And for those who need that added language, we do that because there's a lot of people who do speak a second language, and they are people who live and reside in the United States of America, and they are U.S. citizens. So that's why we offered this other language, which is really good for talking about Operation Freebird, which is an outstanding giveaway for food and turkeys during the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's keep talking about it. Went from that to Rocky's Auto, and now it's grown bigger. And how much bigger has it grown since you first took it out? It was like 500 people now.
Yeah, so we're anywhere, basically a few hundred people, and then over the time we outgrew Rocky's Auto. So then we were hosted by Waterworld, and so over in Federal Heights. So then we moved it there, and then at one point, I believe it was in like 2015, there was over 3,000 people that showed up to that one. So that's where we're really like, wow, we're really striking chord here in the community about just, there's so many people facing hardships, and what we can do to help and partner with the community and partnering with businesses. And also too, it gives us an opportunity to bring out not only our staff, but also our specialty units, and make it a fun event too, to where kids are able just to climb on some of the equipment and trucks and meet our members of our bomb team and members of our canine unit, things like that, and a very wholesome, fun environment too, to where it takes a little bit of the fear away from when maybe they see us when we're in service. So we started at the larger venues, we were able to accommodate a lot more of that. And then after a handful of years at Waterworld, we moved to the Denver Merchandise Mart, and then we were able to actually host it indoors, which was very nice because late November we might get sleet, we might get ice, we might get snow, we might get great sunny weather, so you never know. But we were able to hold it indoors at the Merchandise Mart, and then unfortunately the property was sold, so then we were looking for another host location. But we've settled upon Mountain States Toyota, and they've been an amazing host and partner with us the last, I believe, 3 years. So and we're able to just really set up shop at 70th and Broadway and still stay true to the original mission of servicing those families and people in that area.
And of course, we've got America translating for you guys. Because if I don't do this, she's going to kick me again. No, just kidding.
I do not kick you.
I know.
Don't.
It sounds good. It's for the drama class. Okay?
Well, I could kick you. It's right here. El sargento Aaron dice que creció de 500 personas. En el 2015 subió a 3,000 personas la operación Freebird y estuvieron poniéndolo en el estacionamiento de Waterworld. Waterworld les estaba dando la oportunidad de poner el evento en Waterworld y de ahí se tuvieron que cambiar al Denver Merchandise Mart. Y desafortunadamente esa ubicación cerró. So ahora están en Mountain States Toyota y el evento es muy familiar, ¿no? Traen a todo su equipo, a bomberos, al equipo con los perros caninos. ¿Sí? Los caninos son perros.
Yes,
son perros,
caninos,
¿no? Sí, son
caninos,
caninos. El equipo para que conozcan, no solamente vengan a participar en el evento y recibir su comida, sino también conozcan a las personas que están allá afuera trabajando para ustedes y dándoles ese servicio. Ya tienen los últimos 3 años con Mountain States Toyota y de hecho dice que lo pueden ahora poner adentro para que no sufran de frío, porque a veces llueve, hay agua lluvia, está frío o está caliente, depende del bipolar colorado.
So we're going to go back to what we were talking about, all the different
Oh, yeah.
things that we're in the tents. You have all these various tents that you can do all these other things that are going to be part of the event that's going to be held on November 22nd, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I memorized that.
Yeah, good job.
So tell us more about what's going to be under some of those tents.
Yeah, so when folks, at 10 o'clock when we open up the gates, they will start to process through the line, and we have representatives from the Food Bank of the Rockies that will be processing each family that comes through just to make sure that we have contact information. They'll get a wristband, and then as they continue through the line, they'll meet some of our command staff, and there they'll get their first part of the process, which is their turkey voucher. And then as they continue to walk through kind of like the big line that we have set up, they're going to enter into what's called our vendor alley. And in that space is where we have resources. People can get access to free mental health screenings, free dental screenings, medical screenings, whatever they could possibly gain access to during that time. They can visit with the different vendors at those tents. We'll have Cardenas Ministries there. A lot of times they do book drives. They give away warm coats, whatever they might have that somebody might be in need of. I think our victim services were there last year, so they'll be there again this year. They had a game where little kids could play and win prizes. I think we also had another mental health provider that was giving away free plushies. There was a phone company that was giving people access to affordable phones. So there's all kinds of things that they can get access to as they're walking through that vendor alley. And then the last part is where they get their food box, and then they'll be all done. So it's a great opportunity for them to get access to a lot of things in one place that they might not normally get access to. And one of the things that we do want to point out, because we talked about donations before,
Yes.
is that it's not just what they're getting inside that food box. It's not just for Thanksgiving. They get plenty of food that will then help sustain them for about a week. Yes, they get fixins and all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot inside that food box that is intended to sustain them for multiple days. And so that was a big goal of why we partnered with Food Bank of the Rockies as opposed to maybe some other partners, because of the fact that they could provide enough food for multiple days as opposed to just one.
And that's the way you have it right here. Don't forget, that's November 22nd, 2025, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. over at, and it's right up here behind me, so it's Mountain States Toyota, which is 201 West 70th Avenue. And you can take a screenshot of that, or you can go onto our websites, our online feeds everywhere. It's everywhere. We're pushing it everywhere. So if you miss it, just ask around. People will tell you about this fabulous event that's going on. And don't forget to donate. You can get donations given to their, just go to, of course, Operation Freebird, Adams County Sheriff's Department, and donate via PayPal, or you can go through Instagram and check them out there. Also, you can call the Sheriff's Department if you can't find it nowhere. Just call and they'll steer you into the right direction. Let's see if America can translate all that.
Oh, that's a mouthful here. Okay. Let me hold on here. Do some memory. Okay. El evento es el noviembre 22 de 10 a 2 de la mañana en Mountain States Toyota. Henry les dio la dirección, que está 201 West 70 Avenida, para que no se les olvide, de 10 a 2. El día del evento van a recibir mucha información, muchos recursos. Aparte de su caja de comida, va a haber muchos recursos. Van a tener un callejón donde van a tener a muchos otros vendors, no sé cómo se dice vendors.
Yes.
Vendors.
Vendors, yes, vendors.
Que van a estar dando más ayuda, más información de salud mental, ayuda con los dentistas. ¿Qué más dijeron? Salud mental, tal vez parece que van a dar flu shots, a lo que dice el flyer, ya porque ya no me acuerdo de todo. La caja también no simplemente va a traer su pavo, sino también está incluyendo comida que les puede durar no solamente ese día, sino días después. Por eso hicieron el partnership, el acuerdo de la sociedad con Food Bank of the Rockies, porque ellos podrían proveer un poco más de comida para las personas en necesidad. Y este anuncio no solamente es para los que están necesitando, sino para los que podemos donar. Recuerden que pueden donar en las páginas de Instagram, pueden llamar a la oficina de la alcaldía y también pueden buscarlos en Operation Freebird. Cualquier pregunta que necesiten, aquí los señores les pueden ayudar.
Wow, that was well done, America. I'm proud of you. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
You can memorize all
We're
this.
summarizing
we're
at
gonna
this
keep
point.
testing you to see how well you do.
So there you have it, Operation Freebird, happening November 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Rocky Mountain States Toyota, right behind me, 201 West 70th Avenue, Denver, Colorado. Make sure and get there promptly at 10 a.m. because they'll be there early, but I know the lines are going to be a little different this year because of the SNAP issue and all the things that are happening in the world today, and maybe the United States only, it seems like. But I know they're going to be busy, so if you want to make donations, remember, go to the Sheriff's Department, their website, go to Operation Freebird on Instagram or Facebook, and all the variations. You can look at the just the poster itself where you can make donations, or if you don't know where, call the Adams County Sheriff's Department and ask for this individual back here because, no, just kidding. He didn't smile too much back there. He will after a bit. But it's nice to have the Operation Freebird here at KUHS because we are humanitarian driven. So one thing that we want to make sure and stress: make your donations. In terms of money to help out with the project. We intend to help out to push it past the 1,300 from last year. See if we can get it to 2,000 people, even 3,000 people. You don't know if we push it that hard. I think they would be very happy. Now, if we do push it that hard for you, will you have the capability to go to Food Bank of the Rockies and get more?
Potentially, they'll need to know at some point, like a cutoff date, because they have to then source the food for it.
Right.
But what we're hoping to do is if additional donations come in above kind of the 3,000 that we're still pushing for to cover our costs, which again, I want to stress our costs are just purchasing the turkey vouchers and the food boxes.
Right.
That we hope to then purchase additional turkey vouchers They are $20 a piece, and so we're hoping that if any extra donations come in, that we can then bridge that gap, because there will be about 300 families that will just get a food box without a turkey. So if we could make up with any additional donations and purchase some additional turkey vouchers, that would be fantastic, because then that's a lot of protein.
Now, there's one question I wanted to ask you guys. You do this big event, but does there come a time where there's all these people you have to turn away?
You mean people that turn away that didn't get something?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's sad.
Uh,
Go ahead and let's have a little discussion on that, how we can see if we can resolve it.
So, and that's where, unfortunately, we can't really project what the attendance may be. It varies. Coming out of COVID, it was unknown. So we had a spike, and then we might have a drop off if just people generically are doing better and maybe don't need the services. But what we've been able to do is, with partnering with Food Bank of the Rockies, is if in the unfortunate circumstances we do have to turn people away, they're amazing with having, that's one reason why they take the demographic information at the beginning of the line, so they know, who is attending and kind of what general area they're coming from. But B, so they can still have contact with those people and provide them resources. They usually bring, printouts of other events, because on that day, Food Bank of the Rockies supplies us with food, but they usually have 3 or 4 other events in the Front Range area that day, so that we are able to, so it's not a complete loss. We are able to connect people with resources and other opportunities if we happen to run out at our location. So unfortunately, we do recommend people get there early. We have people who camp out, sometimes 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, camp out in line, but that way you can make sure that you're able to get something. But B, if we do unfortunately run out of our supplies, we can still connect you with something for the holiday season, and you are tapped into the opportunities through Food Bank of the Rockies and some of the other services we have on site.
Okay, America, it's all yours.
That's a lot. Okay. So with the last $3,000 that they need, so donate, right? That's the key word today is donate. Donar. Son $3,000. See, I was kind of function right there. What am I doing? Con los últimos $3,000 pueden comprar los vouchers, los donativos para el pavo, pero desafortunadamente con esos 3,000 aún les faltarían 300 para poder, va a haber 300 familias que no van a recibir pavo. So, si podemos juntar dinero adicional arriba de los 3,000 para poder juntar esos 300 pavos adicionales, porque va a haber 300 personas que no van a recibir pavo en sus cajas. Si solamente llegan a la meta de los $30,000. Henry preguntó que ¿qué pasa con la gente que llega después, que no pueden ayudar en este evento? Y el comandante Adam está comentando que hay otros eventos, al principio del evento les toman sus datos y su información y los conectan con otros recursos a donde puedan ir y recibir ayuda también. Eso es muy importante, de que lleguen y den su información para que puedan ser conectados con otros recursos si en este evento usted no recibe comida. I know there's something else. Hold on.
More resources if they aren't.
I just
didn't
said
do
that.
good Spanish
I
class.
just said that. Oh, que lleguen temprano. Hay personas que llegan a acampar a las 5 o 6 de la mañana para estar en la fila. Lleguen muy temprano para poder recibir su caja de comida. Eso es muy importante. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You hit it right on the money with all that good stuff. We had the opportunity to have America here to translate for those who want to hear it in a different language, because we all know that in this world today, it's like everybody needs something during these holidays because of the SNAP problem, the food problem, people out of work, even the air traffic controllers, everybody are waiting in food lines. And so it's getting to be the point where everybody's stepping up, and the Adams County Sheriff's Department putting out Freebird is going to be absolutely marvelous, and we want to be a part of it. That's why I hit them up, said sure, we'll do this with you guys. So one more time, coming from you, tell them about where they can make donations, time, date, place, and what it's going to be like in your mind.
So I'll start first with what it's like going to be in what I'm imagining that it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great day. I am envisioning fantastic weather, a great turnout, and that we're going to be able to help a lot of people. I have full faith in our community that they're going to come through with supporting this event and helping us reach our goal with our donations. If not a little bit more, that way we can help even more families. So that's my vision for the day. Don't forget, it is Saturday, November 22nd at Mountain States Toyota from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That 10 a.m. is when the gates open. Folks can line up as early as they would like. They typically do. I think last year, 4:30, we saw our first person out there waiting in line. And ways to donate. The best place to go would be to our Facebook page or our Instagram. The link is right there. Our flyer is right there. Plus, you can also see some of our other great content that's on our social media channels if you go there. And that link will take you directly to our employee foundation, which is where you can make that tax deductible donation in any amount. We are so grateful and thankful to our amazing Adams County community.
Okay, your turn, America.
Nicole está imaginándose que el evento va a ser muy grande y que va a haber mucha gente a que se le pueda ayudar y asistir. El evento es noviembre 22, las puertas abren a las 10 de la mañana, es de 10 a 2 de la mañana, 2 de la tarde, 2 de la mañana. 10 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde en Mountain States Toyota, y pueden llegar lo más temprano que quieran. El año pasado llegó una persona a las 4 de la mañana, 4 y media de la mañana a hacer fila. Pueden otra vez donar en sus páginas de Facebook e Instagram, y pueden buscarlas en la página web Operation Freebird para los que quieran donar. Donen, por favor. Ya casi llegan a la meta.
So it's been a real pleasure for us to have the Adams County Sheriff's Department here with us on KUHS Radio TV, broadcasting internationally all over this planet. Tell your brothers, others, lovers, mothers, sons, and former roommates where to go and what to do, and make your donations today with the Adams County Sheriff's Department for Operation Freebird. I'd like to thank everybody who came down from the Sheriff's Department.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thanks for having us. We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
So, and then of course America doing the translation for us, and which we always like to do here, because with the need that's out there right now in the especially going into the holidays, don't forget about Operation Freebird. Help out, send your donations in, and with that being said, we'll see you all later. And America, you can say your last piece.
You want me to translate for you now? Okay.
Si quieres
Gracias.
hablar conmigo.
Sí, por favor. Gracias por acompañarnos aquí el día de hoy con el condado de Adams County para la operación Freebird. Esperamos verlos noviembre 22 para este grandísimo evento. No se olviden hacer sus donaciones. Gracias a Nicole, Adam y Shay que nos acompañaron el día de hoy para presentar este fabuloso evento que ayuda a la comunidad. Y como dijo Henry, díganle a sus amigos, esposos, ex compañeros, ex novias, amigas y a todos que vengan a este evento, y aparte de eso, que vengan a donar, que vengan a ser parte de la comunidad. Muchas gracias.
And thank you so much, Adam, Shay, and Nicole. For now, we'll see y'all later. Take care. Remember to share this out because it's going to be live. We'll do a couple of other feeds with it, so that way you can actually look at this video if you missed it, so you can get an idea of what's going on in the world today. Thank you again. Take care and see y'all later.